In this example, we're just going to work out sine and cos of theta. But we're going to be doing it where theta is given in degrees and radians. So for the first one, if theta is equal to 90, if I do sine 90, this gives me an answer of 0.8939, which isn't the right answer. I remember that sine 0 is 0 and sine 90 should be 1, and the reason it's incorrect is because I'm in the wrong mode. At the moment I'm in the radians mode. So if I go to shift setup, on this calculator I'm just going to choose the angle unit and I'm going to choose 1, the degree. So if I then do sine 90, it gives me an answer equal to 1. So for the first one, that's two significant figures, and therefore we can say that sine 90 is equal to 1.0. For the next one, we've been given an angle in radians. So you can see, if I was to do sine 2.3, the calculator at the moment is thinking that's in degrees, and it gives me a number of 0.04. But that's not correct. So I'm going to go back to setup, go to angle unit, and I'm going to choose number 2, the radian. So now if I do sine 2.3, it gives me an answer equal to 0.745. So therefore, here, we can say that the answer is equal to 0.75. And you can see that on the calculator, I've got the same kind of operation each time, but I've got a different number if I'm in degrees or radians. The next one we're going to look at cos, but now we're going back to degrees. So set up to 1 degrees, and we're just going to look at cos 40. So cos 40, in this case, is equal to 0.77. And then finally, we've now got something in radians, so set up angle unit radians, and therefore we can just do cos of 0.67, which is equal to 0.78. So, relatively straightforward stuff, but so easy to make a mistake, especially when you're under time conditions, you're doing questions, and especially exam questions. Just make sure and double check that you're either using degrees or radians, and which mode your calculator is set up into. You can see it takes no time at all to change from one to the other, but you don't want to leave it in degrees mode or leave it in radians and not realise that you're making small mistakes. So there we go, so just some simple calculations there using both degrees and radians. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.